way to connect by all the people. There are something problems are the internet connection. Is it durable or not? They prioritizing the signals in our internet may be like 4G or 5G, not 3G. These two signals are available and regularly in use. I have no faith about the internet connection. May have reliable services to you that not decline for the internet. Don't take your technical problems. In the way that have troubleshooting, it is useful to have networks where the signal are turned on. The cost of the internet is 100 pesos that you can save and budget in of your network. Always faster on the connection around the country when they lose of your internet consumption. No need to argument about this, and it has a good point. How does the internet when connected to the server? It accurates the internet connection and no suffering the technical problems. Don't report when it is safety and the processing are correct. I give to consume the internet for many years. There's no consuming the internet connection. The meaning is the people can connect it like Wi-Fi networks. Don't be aggressive. When it always interrupts your connection, why is it happening when it rise the positive things? Because there are no obstacles in your network. I don't give a chance to get internet again. Always report when they have troubles in the internet, when cannot access. Why did not use public and private connection services? Because they told the technology these are the reasons that cannot be fixed anytime while in your home. And sometimes internet is always slower than faster. This is a correct idea. The another negative is the internet is blocked and arguments of the problem that give and result. The internet connection is a separately new difficulties, but you did not receive a connection like data. What are the effects of internet? Losing of privacy, the safety are disgusting and thus not connected unsuccessful. The arguments are based on technology. When it investigates before requiring about the data connection, this is not right to use again. No more transfer about the internet, sometimes with a corruption. No more internet, and the data is losing when data access of the network can leave the source of the internet. They have no transmission about the networking side. If it is not reach the network when don't give the example. The meaning is want to connect the server. If I can understand the internet was established to scan the Wi-Fi networks, to make our policy, it must be intended, and because it tells the networks you assign in 1 week. Don't pursue the effects of internet, still remaining the internet networks. The definition is good and regular by the internet. The thing you approach that the communication services are good. You don't need to take their operating system about the internet connection. You need more spend the time when internet at least 5 hours. They conduct by the data connection don't stress without the limits of an internet. And one time that did measuring by our internet. All the people are connected to the internet. In the next speech, simplify the internet to convert into the money. How does the internet is live by money and their actions? Data connection was arrived on your Wi-Fi like Converge, but you have examined the money gave by internet. I have three personnel about the internet can simplify and explain the ways. The results are big part of the internet. The data connection can collect into the money that you consume as not kind of problem. Use the expressions by data to money that cares with your awareness. It does not exist. Identify the internet. Who get a prize and never be interrupt sometimes. In terms of internet, that's true to indicate our data network. But don't forget, interpret the reasons that people connect the internet and assembling by the money that need to processing and real concept as the follow in action. This is clear. It's been a long time, money is not converted. Internet has exceeded full of storage. The internet connection seems to be illegal and hacky. That the surface of network is too weak. No mindful of internet what we use. Is it natural definition of internet? In this case, internet connection is not simplified here to convert by money because if it is not changed, we therefore legal advice. All the networks are need to time out. Delete all the internet network and suffocating to report them. Somewhere, if it is have disconnected on your internet and the result is authentication. When your internet is not unnecessary for the network, that's it. Not at all. The last negative is made by home debate in all the problems. They argument the data connection, not to use internets. Create your own legal and illegal statement. Be careful. They are logistic to discharge in its institution. Based on the technology, the result about the internet that use political government when they ask. So this is access granted. And also, internet have violation and depends upon the network. You did not buy the information in internet, so we get lots of interest. Take this. Internet have private. Somewhere it frustrated. One of the concerted internet cannot protect and open sessions. Their claim at all, but the internet is the one who can investigate to them. I will debate their own unnecessary. Internet is what we call unstable network or poor internet connection that gives lag like online games because they ask and determine the internet connection are not similar than your mobile data. If I report and sending the illegal issues, the connection is dangerous. That is my importance of internet. Cannot complete in each time. As a result, internet is not presented about the trend issues about the internet. You don't know internet is not concerned when it change here and avoid to them. It is not clear, but I know this is failure. In my opinion, don't avoid about the internet when something losing. Don't worry. Let's change it to the negative effects can surrounding you. Internet use data, not report these days. It is not in present. Immediately, internet access here in the computer, but the situations can connect anytime. Please don't get stressed. When in argument the internet, tell the truth. Is it concerned about internet? No. Probably the statement was chosen that identified that a working site hid by their justice. We're not saying all the time. Keep practicing our internet. You give more ideas to connect sometimes. And those things peoples will help us because the data connection is excellent than poor. It is correct grammar. Be better in our network connection. That you need, but you need to calm down. This is the special gift. Any kind of possibilities that can move forward in our internet. We will back to stable network and give the plan to protect the internet. I will not violate here because I will not deviate here. Respect all bad issues to internet and differentiating all your available networks is accepted to you when the others are not connected or good. Before we end the speech, in the positive conclusion, why people use internet to manage the signals? Because it is useful to get available your network when it promotes high technology. I will get examples to show internet is faster than slower. We can consume here about internet connection. Almost there, 70% of the people using internet like Wi-Fi, your broadband, free Wi-Fi and more. And only 30% of the people cannot use internet when your when the internet cannot connected sometimes. It's always stable connection that depends on your mind. I will give my tips that a positive way is good to use in internet. You can click the available network, put your password here. If someone try again, then you're connected. Make sure you're not make your opinions and don't argument or do this. When the internet is is helpful to you when it's something correct or wrong. It's either for you. We connect the server. Whatever the do, whatever you connect the internet, allow things. If something went wrong with the internet, please try again. But if you try again, please accept it. But in the negative conclusion, I will not give a surprise of internet connection. This is not perfect and you'll interrupt your internet connection. These details are chosen about the internet. We are now academic excellence and does not learn about the internet were not good to use. Someone network as working by our people. No one can connect, no one can arrive. It's the interrupt when you inside your home. I have no interrupt in the internet. And the sick, like your provinces. They arguing and punishing about the internet. I will not assign about it because internet cannot be used stable network for any time I use. For me, internet not create your own available networks. And one more thing. If you use the internet because of illegal and legal statement, the message here, internet is a violation and the site can be private or hacked the networking site. I report about internet and giving some troubles and tips. This internet connection is all of their fault and distracting all issues like your me. Probably at the end of the speech, I'm concerning about internet, unnecessary networks, and wrong website. This is my debate about the internet with good and bad influence. When internet can collect you or not. When you can continue the internet if it is poor or good, fair, or excellent connection.